Hello, today it's about video practice for speaking, right? I will give a review to speak about some information I get for the first about tandem conversation, and then the next I will try to memorize one word from Oxford Dictionary, and today about bacon, and I will read it one chapter from the novel, and I make a movie memorize also. So I will repeat all the insight for the search, and yeah, let's do it to speak. But before I get highlight, let's read it uh, about one chapter. So I will read it and you can hear it. So it's a novel from Love, Life and Rock, and the title of the chapter for this is about the X question. So that is. Words sometimes tainted and fall, tainted of fall into bad repute and are discarded until the day Elizabeth Fry on the official record in England appeared of the word madhouse. Then it was wiped out the word asylum, substitute with the 20 years time in several states in America we have discarded and the word asylum and have substitute the word hospital. Okay. In Jeffersonville, Indiana, there's located a reformatory which some years ago was known as penitentiary. Penitentiary. The word prison had the prison effect, and penitentiary arose as theological shadow as a word will have to go as our ideas of the criminal change. We change our vocabulary. A few years ago, we talked about asylums for the deaf and dumb. The word dumb has now been stricken from every official document in every state in the Union because we have discovered with the assistance of Garnet G. Hubbard that deaf people are not dumb, are not being defective. They certainly do not need an asylum. They need schools, however, and so everywhere we have established school for the deaf. Deaf people are just as capable, are just competent, just as well able to earn and honest living as the average man who can hear. The interminate sentence is one of the wisest expedients ever brought to hear penology. And it's to his generation alone that the honor of first using it must be given. The offenders is sentences for say from 1 to 8 years. This meant that if the prisoners behave themselves, obeying the rules, showing a desire to useful, he will be paroled and given his freedom and honor. If he misbehave and does not prove his fitness for freedom, he will be kept 2 or 3 years and he may possibly have to serve in the whole 8 years. How long are you in for? I asked a convict at Jeffersonville who was caring for the flower in front of the walls. Me? Oh, I am in for 2 years with the privilege of 14, was the man's answer, given with the grin. The old plan of short time allowing 2 or 3 months off from every year for a good behavior was a move in the right direction, but the intermittent sentences will soon be the rule everywhere for first offenders. Offenders? The intermediate sentences throw upon the man himself the responsibility for the length of his confinement, and tends to relieve prison life his honor by holding out of hope. The man has the short time constantly in mind and usually is a very careful not to do anything to imperil it. Insurrection, an attempt to escape may mean that every day of war long sentences we have to be served. So even the dulls of mind and the most callous realize that it pays to do what's right, the lesson being pressed home upon them in a way it has never been before. The old time prejudice of businessmen against the men who had done time was chiefly an account of his incompetence and not his record. The prison's methods that turned out of hateful, depressed, and frightened men who had been surprised by the silent system and deformed by the lockstep, colossal by brutal treatment, and the constant truth held over him that he was criminal, was a bad thing for the prisoner, for the keeper, and for society. Even an upright man would be undone by such a treatment, and a year be transformed into the sly, secretive, and moralistic the man. The men just out prison were unable to do anything. They needed constant supervision and attention, and so of course we do not care to hire them. The ex now is totally different man from the ex just out of his trip suite in the 70s, thanks to the mass defend man. Berkowitz, and a few others. We may have to restrain men for the good of themselves and the good of society, but we do not punish the restraint in punishment enough. We believe men are punished by their sins, not for them. When men are sent to reform school now, the endeavor and the hope is to give back to society better men than we do. Judge Linsley sends boy and to the reform school without officer of guard. The boys go of their own accord carrying their own commitment paper. They pound on the gate demanding admittance in the name of the law. The boy believes that Judge Linsley is his friend and that the reason he is sent to the reform school is that the may reap a better man which his full freedom cannot possibly offer. When he takes his commitment paper, he is no longer at war with the society and the keeper of the law he believes that what is being done for him is done for the past, and so he goes to prison, which is really not a prison at the last. For it is school where the lad is taught economies, but time and money to make himself useful. Other people work for us, and we must work for them. This is the supreme lesson that the boy learned. You can only help yourself by helping others. Now here is a proportion. If a boy or a man take his commitment paper, goes to prison alone and untainted, is it necessary that he could be there looked out and close in a corral be looked after by guard armed with the death dealing implement? Superintendent Whittaker of the institution of Jeffersonville, Indiana, say no. He believes that within 10 years, time will do away with the high wall and will keep your loaded guns out of the sight. To great degree also will take the bars from the window of the prison. Thus we have taken away from the window of the hospital for the insane. And the reform school, it may be necessary to have good house for some years to come. But the hike will must go, just as we have said at the Lucas step and the silent system and the strip suite of disgrace into right back of the time, lost in the memory things that we are. Four men out of five in the reformatory at the Solville needed caution. They would not run away if the wall were raised and the doors left unlocked. One young man I saw there refused the over parallel. He wanted to stay until he learned. His trade. He was the only one with the like mental attitude. The quality of man in the average prison is about the same as that the men who are in the United States Army. The man who enlists is a prisoner For him to run away very serious offense, and yet he's not looked up at the night, nor is surrendered by high wall. The Court Junior Republic is simply a farm, unfenced and unpatrolled, excepting by the boys were the Republic and yet the penal institution. The prison of the future will not be unlike a young lady's boarding school, where even yet the practice prevails or taking inmate out all together with a girl and allowing no one to live without a written permit. And society changes, so changes the so-called criminal in any event. I know this is that Max Nordau did don't make it out his case. There is no criminal class, or for that matter, we are all criminal. I have in me and the capacity for the every crime, said Emerson. The man or woman who goes wrong is the victim of unkind environment. Booker Washington says that when the Negro has something that we want or can perform a task that we want done, we waive the color line. And the race problem then cases to be a problem. So it is with the ex. Question. When the ex-convict is able show that is pull the world will cease to sun him. When the superintendent make it graduate, a man is a pretty good evidence, and the man is able to willing render to service society. The only places where the ex-convict get the easy meat are paying teas and prayer meeting. An ex-convict should work all day and spend his evening at the library, feeding his mind. Then he said, if I were an ex-convict, I would fight shy of all refugees sheltering arm, St. Andrew Societies and the philanthropic colleges settlement. I will never go those good professional people or professional good people who patronize the pure of the spin, alleged wrongdoer, and who draw sharp line of dramatic gain in distinguishing between good and the bad. If you can work and are willing to work, businessmen will not draw the line on you. Get a job and then hold it down hard by making yourself necessary. Employer of labor and ex-convict themselves are settling this exclusion with the help of the offenses type of the reform school, where the inmates are being taught to be useful and are not punished nor patronized but are simply given a chance. My heart goes out in sympathy to the man who gives the poor devil a chance. I myself, I am a pure devil. So that's it. Story for this case, and let's make memorize and summarize from all sorts languages. Hello. So in my recap resume for the first, I must say it the vocab from Oxford first. The vocab for today is bacon. Bacon is one word for the verb. Definition for the bacon is make a gesture with the hand, aim or hat to encourage or instinct someone to approach for follow, like that. Example, Miranda beckoned to Adam. Okay, so I think it's easy. I will say it uh, as 56 times. So let's check it out. I must like bacon, 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 bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Bacon is one word from the verb. Definition of bacon is make gesture or with the hand, aim or hat to encourage or instruct someone to approve or following. So definition example for the sentences, Miranda beckoned to Adam, like that. Okay, it's easy for bacon. And the next, I will get to insight for tandem as long 35 minutes. The highlight about the people party or community sociality with the title Stormy Party. They are exactly discuss about one of therapy is buy something or shopping. So in adult phase is really want to need therapy to avoid or waste the negative emotional feeling vibes. So some of people try to buy something, but a shopping mostly not easily woman or the spouse, but teenager, not teenager also, but yeah, it's the common and familiar with the people. And I think I also, but if I have money, but if I not have money, my therapy is like meditation with Christianity, like Bible reflection. And my therapy also like what is it, read read right now, read novel, because I don't know how, like some of God give me reflection for the novel, but the novel is not about religion, it's pure about the world, like love, like and world, right? So it's like common and circumstance happen in the world to how to survive in the world, right? But mostly I get therapy like calmly for the right book. So yeah, so it's different condition, right? And sometimes it's not just therapy, but make me calm and good, like talking with other people, especially my dear friends and my family and my small circle, like that. And they are talking about take 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 action a baby, talk about baby action. So many of people make a funny, not funny for jokes, but funny like feel blessed or feel grateful, entertain their self. Like baby is always funny, right? So the expression of baby is not manipulated. It's natural, so we not control for that. But if we are, please say something, please show your face, it we are control. But some of baby don't like control, they just want to natural, so that's why the adult people loves, all many of adult people love the baby action, like so many of GA2AZ or meme using the baby as the actor because the baby is really funny. And many of the movie, mm, not just for kids but the adult also, right? Like Star Wars, it's like in the beginning from imaginary for the kids, right? Like Spider-Man. But as long I know, many of the animation become true in the movie. So yeah, it's heal for the adult people, right? Okay, that's it, just it, because it's really short. And I really hope someday I can join in the tandem conversation, but as far away, just listening and make insight for that. And the next, I get some of insight from the movie. The movie say it, yes, is have correlate with the uh, tandem conversation. Many other really like movie like Star Wars and Toy, something like that, which is I remember. Even I'm not children, also I really love Disney film exactly about princess. So someday I hope I can go join a Disneyland in UK or in Japan, or maybe in the Singapore, or the commonly in familiar in the USA, because Disneyland with the all the princess, I really love that. But I really highlight for the Rapunzel, and then the all of the princess is a good, but I highlight for the Rapunzel and the Elsa as a Frozen. And I get highlight about emotional. Okay, when someone in relationship like FWB, friend with benefit, there will be have sex relationship, but some of the relationship without emotional, but some of them with emotional also. So I believe when they are have emotional, they will be a really relationship. But it's depend they want or not. But yeah, in the adult phase it's a common. But because we have wall in the morality and the rules in, it's really in religion, so we can do it. But I think I can do it, and I believe I have a sex relationship with friend with benefit is my husband in the future. So mm, so right now I'm just know about another perspective, but I'm not, I really avoid that. And please go away, far away from me, that because I really want with my husband also, just my husband. So the highlight about uh okay, many people, and it's a normal feeling about homesick like me. Commonly, people homesick is not just a place, like it's not just a room, but the person. And the film feel homesick is not person but for the place. So I believe I also feel homesick. It's commonly not about place, but I homesick for the person. So that's why I feel missing, right? So it's, I don't know, I'm surprising. I'm not homesick about the room or about the house, even it's set also for my parent, but I'm really feel homesick, especially for my parent and the people around me. And then, yeah, some of the people sleeping have a song, right? And I'm not sure my mother treat us with sing a song before sleep, but I really want it if I be a mother. And I think it's the make comfortable, and I really want to read one book every night before sleep. And yeah, it's about situationship. It's really dark. Wait, I will turn the light first. Okay, right now it's really better because the light is already shine. So yeah, when the people in the situationship, but like in what is it? It's rather like feel the love, but each other not say it right. So it's not comfortable when we are join party or going with another gender. It's really uncomfortable. So I really understand that, and because I'm in the same case also. So yeah, maybe I don't know. I think it's just way to the term to ask each other harness with what our feel. So yeah, they are not not say it right now, but it's not comfortable also when we are going go to uh sh- yeah, go to walk around date with other gender. We must get permission, and even we'll walk around we'll not enjoy it because even the mate situationship give permission, but still not enjoy because yes, it's not, I feel it's not calm. We are feel scared, not easily scared, but um, awkward like that. And yeah, it's the film, I think know about it because it's the movie from Sheldon and the Big Bang Theory, especially Penny and Leonard. So it's same with me and my friend. And yeah, the last I highlight for the movie, it is about, even yeah, we are know there is scientists, right? So I think even they are not scientists also, every people, every human, when created something or making something, when adopted something, even their public policy, like government, they must make sketsa, right? And after they make sketsa, they must make simulation. It's really important because even the theory and the fact same, even the theory and the fact is opposite, we know we can diagnosis, we can prediction in the simulation, even simulation different with the reality also, but we can diagnose the wrong or the trouble factor. So I remember I am in science, right? I like in science class in SHS, and I am biology education, and right now about research and evolution. So they are almost relate with the simulation. And also, if I be administration and I be legislation from the legal drafting, I'm not just a make it, but I must simulation the product I make. So I think in the most happen in the world, all the job must make, don't forget to simulation. Yeah, it's all the highlight from the movie. And the last search from the novel, already read it, right? So I like 6 point from the chapter, the X question. The X question is Indonesian, we say narapidana, and it's similar with the X conflict, right? So the first point I highlight about the people are just as capable, are just competent, just as well able to earn and harness living as is the average man who can hear. So even their tone is different than deaf people, they are still same with us as a normal people. Must have job, must have living. So that's why we already right now in have a trend, but I think it's really, I hope it's more good also, like disability have facilities also, not just us. Like right now we know about in the bus, right? Public transportation already, and then like in the stop for the waiting the public transportation already have for disabilities. Like in the university commonly not just using lift, but using what is it, stair with the land for the disability. So yeah, like in the railroad, it's have to wait for disabilities. So I think right now it's better than when I am in the elementary school or in junior high school. I think disability more here, right? So I hope in the future, as the time is as the more cute. And the point number two, if the person behave himself obeying the rules, showing a desire to be useful, he will be paroled and give his person at the end of the 1 year. So I believe it's like in the school it's similar with this concept in the school. In the school, many of teacher or what is it, BK teacher give punishment, right? It's the still same with the uh, student. If they are not a good, they are make a trouble, they are get punishment. And as long there can be obey again and not disrupt themselves and people around there, um there will be freedom and the punishment will be decreased, right? So that's why I believe what is this penjara, Penfilis, I think ya, penjara. I think it's good because it's to educate people, but yeah, bad system make their feel bad. So that's why number three, the present method that turn out of the hateful, because the present method depressed, frightened, who had been surprised by the silent system and deformed by the loose tapes, callous by brutal treatment, and the constant thoughts held over him that he was a criminal was a bad thing for the prisoner, for the helper, and for society. So that's why the I really forgot for the penjara ya, or we said prison place is really scary to people because yes, the system is not for educate but for make mental hard. So yeah, I think we must repair the system, but we must be leader of that. If we are not leader, we can do it. But in the small act, we can do with like treat people with the good thing. Even sometimes give effect toxic, right? So it's similar also with the in the school also, yeah, because I background with education, I believe and I'm trust with the punishment, uh, the student will give reflection, but some of them is not good or is not wrong because they're what is cabal, or maybe they're 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 also get punishment. So I think we have manage when we are give punishment or not. And the next point is what a being done for human is done for the best. So man goes to prison, which is really not a prison at the last, for it is the school where the lad is the touch to economic for the time money to make himself useful. So is the point I think is not we are not get just in the school, just not in the prison place, like to manage time, to make manage money, and to make ourself is useful is really important as long we search value of us or diagnose or understand us. So yeah, I still learning because it's really hard to manage money. I try to manage time with the schedule. I always make a schedule, even sometimes I'm not do it, even sometimes it's not um, correct with this, but it's practice for me. And even I'm 20 years old, I'm still learn make this because I'm still learning how to manage time, and I think I better than I'm in junior high school. But about money, it's really hard. Even my parents give me money with the amount many or little bit decrease, I really hard to handle it. But still same with minutes of time. I recap, I write the income and outcome for money. But then time it's really hard to manage money. So I really want to have freedom money, but it's it's really need more endeavor or effort for manage, right? So yeah, let's learn about it. And useful, about useful, I think I be useful, but yeah, sometimes useful in my mind, not with the people around me, people around in state from people around me. So yeah, it's okay if the people around me think I'm not useful, but I think I'm useful, but I have the time to still learn and exercise and practice about it. In the last goal is in same line, mind of me and mind of people around me. I already useful for me and I already useful for the still learning also. And then the next point is time will be do away with the high wall and will keep our loading guns off the side. So it's similar with the concept like 2 years until 3 years ago, I make appeal to my uh, environment because I don't know, some I realize, but I don't know why I make it. But I believe when I in this space, after the wall is broke down, I will get something, and it's the better. I believe it's the better, not just for me, but the people around me. So yeah, so I believe, mm, when I'm making bill, I learn about something, and after the wall is broke down, I will practice what I get and share to other people. And yeah, but it's still learning, right? And the yeah, we know X question, it's mean X conflict. When their ex-convict is able to show that man is useful, the world will choose to shout him. So yes, the most important useful, it is avoid from the cheese of the world. So that's why the people try to search the role or the useful of itself for people around or environment or for itself. And the last point, if you can work and are willing to work, businessmen will not down the line on you. Get a job and then hold it and hard by making yourself freedom. So right now it's sad I'm not have a work, but I believe after this, when I have the chance, because I am pure devil, I will make it as hard as I can to approve the leader or the people pay me. I can do it. So I believe in my project I can do the best, and I don't know what the way God give to me to get job, but I'm just wanna do it for the project right now. And yeah, still making video as long I still waiting job as a full timer in the office. So thank you and see you in the reflection practice speaking next week or next, I don't know, because it's depend on the condition. So thank you, bye.